course, it's time for our health segment now, and we're joined by our health correspondent, Linord Moudou. Hi.
Hello, Ndimiake.
What do you have for us today?
Well, today we're looking at the disabled. A musician in Ghana has taken his time to promote a better condition for the disabled. He contracted polio as a child, and he's behind a public information campaign to change the way Ghanaians see and treat people they view as disabled. Singer Takie Samson, known as Boshiba, helped to launch the campaign last week in conjunction with the release of his new album, Boshiba the Physical. The World Health Organization estimates that up to 10% of Ghanaians, more than 500,000 people, suffer some form of disability. Zita Okai-Kwe is Ghana's Minister of Information.
It is high time we downplayed our negative thinking that persons with disabilities are liabilities and begin to view them as social partners who have a big role to play in our quest for development and growth as a society.
Boshiba's awareness campaign includes on-stage performances and media discussions. Samuel Bosompem is a legal officer for the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice.
Persons with disabilities are largely forgotten, and there's a lot of lip service. There's more talking about human rights, and there's little action. It is important that even the laws that exist are actioned so that persons with disabilities also will enjoy their rights. And I think it's a challenge for all of us.
Activists say people with disabilities should be given the opportunity to prove themselves. Alexander Phiri is the executive director for the Center for Employment of Persons with Disabilities.
We hope that majority of Ghanaians will be sensitized about the challenges that disabled people face and the fact that they have the capacity to work so that they can give them opportunity to work. We hope that employers will hear our message and be able to offer some employment to persons with disabilities.
Boshiba says he is determined to use his art to inspire people with disabilities.
If I look at the roadside, my colleagues begging, I feel ashamed because they are like me. And why are they begging on the roadside? Why are they begging on the roadside? So I decided to do something to help them.
He says he's using the proceeds from his new album to fund the campaign. Linord Moudou, VOA News. Ghana is not the only African country where people are taking steps to raise awareness about improving the lives of the disabled. In Zimbabwe, the Southern Africa Federation of the Disabled, or SAFOD, is advocating for the human rights of disabled people. Joining us via phone from Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, is Alexander Phiri. He is the Director General of SAFOD. Mr. Phiri, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
First of all, tell us about your personal experience as a person living with a disability in Africa. What kind of challenges have you been confronted with?
Yeah, we face a lot of challenges as people with disabilities. In the first place, we are not considered as full human beings. I remember when I was young and I became disabled as a young boy, and I was taken to hospital. I was abandoned by my parents in hospital soon after they realized that my legs had been amputated after a car accident, and they thought I would be useless in society. So it also begins with the family itself, the family setup. You'll find that in the community, we are not viewed as full human beings. We are seen as people who cannot contribute anything to society.
Now, the organization you're heading, SAFOD, is really advocating for a better life for the disabled. Tell us about some of the programs that you have implemented.
Yeah, in SAFOD, we are running a number of programs. In the first place, the role of SAFOD itself is to strengthen organizations of people with disabilities so that they, in turn, do a lot of work on the ground in their communities to raise awareness around the issue of disability. So as an organization, we have a number of programs that we are running in terms of organizational building, human rights promotion, so that people get to know what the rights that people have are all about. You know, we have a program that seeks to, publicize issues on disability. We have a number of publications that we write so that people are kept informed of what is going on within the disability sector. And then we have a program that we are running on economic empowerment, which program is helping a number of people in the region, 10 countries in all, so that disabled people have access to some economic means. And then we have some programs around the issue of women with disabilities, as it is well known that women suffer double discrimination. So we are doing a lot around the issue of women. And then there's the issue of children and youth with disabilities that we are also working on. And of late, we have brought on board the issue of research. We have a program that we have started, which is training disabled people so that they, as disabled people, become researchers so that they are able to design, drive, own, and use research to influence policy and practice that is responsible to the particular needs of disabled people. So it's quite a lot of things that we are doing.
You're doing a lot indeed. Thank you so much, Mr. Phiri. That's all the time we have for today, and we hope to talk more with you in the future. And that was Mr. Phiri with SAFOD.
Interesting story, sad story, but thanks for bringing it to our attention.
Thank you. Thank you. And for more information on these stories, go to voanews.com.
And of course, please always tune in Tuesdays and Thursdays to watch Linord's health segment. She always joins us then.